We gotta do map bans after this. Oh, actually, I'm literally doing map bans right now, so technically, it won't show your screen, but I'm talking to people. And guys, black screen. Oh yeah, that's I'll fix that. Wait, I think it's because of the. Oh, now I'm putting you in the roof. Oh, okay. They're tripping balls over here. One moment, audience. Map bans are not going well. No, wait, they can't hear you? Oh, it's not capturing your audio. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. I got this. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Can I speak
Yep,
now?
they can hear you now. I can see your audio picking up.
Ah! You never. Okay.
Senbon, you need to understand
hello.
that I'm 500 years old.
Ancient.
Yes. Anyways, I'm doing map bans right now, so you guys are just gonna see me talking on Discord.
Also, I'm mixing up some gamer subs right now because we're gonna be in for a long haul on this one.
Yep. Hopefully, because Loaf and Nightmare are notoriously good teams.
There's a spider on my screen. Get out. Hey, you. Ah, there we go.
Yes, you guys are gonna leak on my Discord, but you know, whatever. We're doing map bans, so it doesn't matter. Oh, also, if you notice, Ice is not casting this time. This time we got another caster
Hi,
on,
I'm
which
the
is
VTuber.
Senbon Zakura. Very nice to have him here.
I am
Also
a
helped me set
active
up the
threat to
thingy
all
majig.
of you. Yes, this took a lot of time and $13 for him. I gave him the $13 so he could
Yes,
get
free
the
money.
something to work. It's fine. Okay. Well, okay. I'm just gonna pull up the private server thing real quick, and then we're all good. Anyways, hey chat, I am in fact here, and will be actively casting for everything. So, you know.
All right, well, I'm getting boys on ice to do the map bans for me.
Uh, Too bad I can't remember all of the immediate things for this. Yeah, reset brings me back there.
I'm pretty sure snapping is a little bit. I don't know.
No, it's working fine.
Oh, okay, because I said you couldn't move your camera afterwards, so I'm screwed or not. You can press X to exit, by the way.
Yep.
All right, looks like
That
it's
works
working.
fine.
Good.
And then
Awesome.
R resets back to.
It's great. Wow, it looks like a lot of people are gathering for Loaf versus Nightmare. You know, I probably would as well.
Let's see, how many people are we at? Not bad, not bad. Ah, this will be fun. Okay. I'm all good, so we're just waiting.
Yep. Well, we wouldn't be waiting because usually we would do map bans beforehand, and you guys would like skip the boring stuff. But unfortunately, we
Unfortunately, yeah.
underestimated how long it would take to set stuff up. So, my bad.
Speaking of which, looks like they got that figured out. First up, Bread Factory.
That's crazy. We'll see you guys when the game starts.
Chris.
We're back. Game start.
Okay.
Oh crap! I flipped off the.
First up, we've got. Ooh, okay, so
My
pretty.
stuff is interesting.
Vine staff can certainly work here, but it depends on how they play it.
Yep, she's gonna have to keep track of those dodge characters. Try not to get caught out of position.
No idea
too
where
much.
Sling's going over here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Blue's mostly won the initial fight so far. Good picks immediately from him right off the bat. Boombox is being really aggressive. They don't have any healing, so Boombox will very... Boombox will be a very good choice for being...
Almost thought they set the wrong team for a second.
Bane's immediately rushing in. They cannot keep that up right now with this much offense. There goes the Vine as well.
Double melees from Team Nightmare are definitely something to not talk about.
Yeah, Nightmare's being extremely aggressive with holding on the point. So they're going to need to play around that Vine staff in subspace in order to really...
FC goes down.
Yeah, that sling ult cancel was certainly something.
Oh, here comes the Geechi.
There's Shuriken going off over there.
Not.
Yeah, it is not looking too good for him.
Oh, Vine Staff's got
Vine's being
lunge. Wow.
immediately isolated.
Dunzo.
They're getting point presence right now, but they don't have a good way to immediately clear the point.
They never grab, doesn't get the execution, unfortunately. A little too early there. Oh, but he does get the grab, and the execution comes in.
Yep.
Oh, and the beat drop.
Moving in.
Solidify that, the lunge into the kill, bar grab
Vine's
goes down.
slightly
And Vine Staff
dead.
is another victim.
Vine's dead off that. Ban's back to full. And that's... Oh, that was a whiff.
The grab missed.
That would have been another grab from...
Huge.
Ooh.
Subspace ult gets cancelled as well.
That was rough. Alright, let's see. They're certainly trying to keep up on the point, but they're not playing around their Vine nearly enough. Yeah. They need to let Subspace get an opening for them, or they're not going to be able to win through just a pure brawl.
Yeah, Team Nightmare, they're playing very aggressively and not letting Team Loaf onto the board.
Nightmare's not letting them ramp up and set up. Although it looks like, yep, they've definitely got control back in the point.
A clean retake?
They don't have anything besides Sword to immediately blow up all those plants.
Oh, the Guillotine Blossom.
Shuriken's burning the finisher now. Oof. I was moving in already, getting a pick, and their bands. Yep, that was a wasted finisher.
It's looking more equal now in terms of points. Both might be able to adapt to this.
Loaf's starting to pick up in pace, but if Nightmare keeps up their offense and they don't change, it's going to be rough.
Vine Staff left the
line. Vine's dancing around on point.
Finishes it.
Vine staggered pretty hard for this last fight.
Here comes the beat drop.
There's Boombox finisher going off.
Melee's juiced up and ready.
Yep, Ban's going in.
Oh, and
there's the first grab. Second ban.
Piece Adrian, here's another grab.
Second grab. Oh, it was a whiff.
Late. Oh,
but that was a whiff as well. Diamond won the engagement. It's going to be hard to flip that. Unless Sub gets a good finisher here.
Yep, Team Nightmare up by 30. Team Loaf are going to have to pull something out of the bag.
Both Banehammers are ripping into the enemy team right now. There goes the ban for the last...
Sword ult hit the Biograft. He's not ready.
Nope, that was not a good time to go for finisher.
Triple kill.
That's it for Nightmare, yeah. Ooh. That was a rough start right from that.
That is 0-1.
Nightmare's melees are certainly something people need to keep an eye out for. They are really good at playing around that and being hyper-offensive.
I feel like the Vine Staff pick from Team Loaf did not help either, because the aggressiveness really toned down their effectiveness a lot, and they were not able to play off it very well.
Oh, yeah. Nightmare was getting a lot of damage off, and Vine Staff just could not set up healing in time for that.
No, we saw yesterday during the match between Prestigious Pros and Team Ribs that the Vine Staff can definitely work in certain situations, but I'm pretty sure Team Nightmare probably got it down.
You need to know how to play around that.
Yeah.
Loaf might not be as experienced with it. If I remember correctly, Loaf is mainly people who play around medkit and shield-based characters, if I'm correct.
Also, let's not forget that Team Loaf are playing with a lot of subs right now. So, they have not had
Yeah, they're playing with
a
good amount of subs. Yeah, that's not very fortunate for Loaf, but they certainly could manage. They have good people. They just need to get execution down.
They're talking about something in chat, though. Seems like some members are suffering from lag.
They're having some lag, yeah. Roblox has been having server issues, by the way, today.
Oh yeah, Roblox servers really sucks. Don't get me started on that.
They've been having issues today, so don't be surprised if that keeps on happening.
We'll see what they do about this. For now, we wait and anticipate the response. Seems like they're rejoining. Oh, well, we'll see you when that happens. We're going back to the loading screen.
Turn that into much bigger offense in turn.
Looks like we're rejoining. We're back. Let me read some of chat. Boys on Ice is in the chat.
Alright. Nightmare is certainly a team to keep an eye on in all this. Loaf is playing with subs, but they definitely can pull this off.
Roblox Arcade, huh?
Yep.
You know, Arcade is one of my favorite maps. It's always interesting to see how people play on it. Also because of the seals. That's like my #1 favorite part.
Stealing.
I got pinged on Discord. Give me a second. we're back. Everyone's in.
Alright. Round 2. We've got arcade.
Seeing Diamond at level 1000 looks pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, now it properly shows how much he's played.
Oh yeah, by the way, tell everyone in-game that after choosing comps, they have an extra 30 seconds to strategize. Because MedDoc wanted me to enforce that and stuff. Just almost forgot about it.
Oh, they immediately pick. Nightmare already knows what they're doing.
Wow. Seems like they prepared for this pretty well then, huh?
Well, arcade is a popular map, but I can guarantee Nightmare has a game plan already for maps like arcade.
Yep. Only makes me more excited to see what they got up their sleeves.
I'm more interested in seeing how Loaf plays around it.
True. Because hopefully Loaf is able to bring it back. You know, have you ever checked out the gift shop on this map?
Yeah, I've looked around this map a ton.
Yeah,
I just kind of constantly move around. I don't check out the seals too much now.
I think the seals are pretty cool.
Oof. Loaf is certainly taking their time.
Well, I don't think they'll need it, but they haven't gotten much practice.
Looks like Loaf's ready. Alright, let's see what they're going.
Here we go. Similar comp from Team Nightmare with double melees.
Nightmare's pretty similar, yeah. Double melee with Shuriken and Boom. Loaf is sticking to Biographed on this map.
Loaf is
certainly something
on dive comp right now. Got that bio, the skate, a lot of high mobility.
Nightmare's playing very aggressive still. Skate certainly could work, but they need to play pretty well around what they have. I
will say, if Loaf is able to take advantage of Skate's ultimate, I think that would be pretty effective at dealing with
Skate finisher is very high value for this matchup, yeah.
Yep, well, we'll see what happens.
Alright, MedDoc's immediately going in on the flank. He's getting some decent chip damage right off the bat.
Oh, is already running out of shield though. Doesn't survive much longer than that.
Yeah, he did not take a good engagement with that spin immediately.
Boombox not going to
Loaf's immediately put on the back foot. Skate's the...
Oh, dismount from
I do not know what the skate was doing, honestly.
There. Yeah, not sure about that.
Banhammer was not supposed to go in there, but it looks like he's making it
fun for even this world. Oh!
Yeah, that was the main thing for rushing in like that with Banhammer is you give a lot of finisher if you do something like that, so you need to be careful doing that.
I think Loaf has to group up before they try and take this point back.
Loaf needs to engage together and try and chip them down. Them lacking ranged is a serious issue for this matchup, since they can't just chip down engage later.
Diamond is going on a rampage, and Sharpell as well.
Yeah, Diamond is allowed to freely go in unchecked. They're not moving around him or trying to bait out that lead.
Already doing a bunch of chip
damage. Again, going in with a sack on Banhammer is very risky if you're not getting value back. There's skate finisher, there's proper value. That was barely a whiff, yeah, that was close. But even then, if that hit, that wouldn't have been too much value. The band was dead there anyways.
Yeah, Banhammer was already a little too low there.
Eight does have leg day though, so they could flip the point. There goes their boombox. They're gonna be able to flip the point at the very least for a short amount of time.
Skate gets hit by the explosion.
Nightmare is getting staggered pretty hard right now.
They're very low on health, and
Boombox was barely able to get that off. Sling whiffed that last hit. Shurikens used up both grapple and decoy, but it looks like they're not going in on it.
Hammer has a grab, and the skate ult is coming, but unfortunately
that was a whiffed skate finisher. That would have been better if that went across on the side, not over there to cover a teammate.
FZ's got another leg day.
Another leg day from Nightmare. Not looking too good still.
Oh, and a pick on Adrian by the leg day.
Decoy. Oof. That's a good wipe. And Banhammer's solo engaging. Yep, that was not the smartest play by Loaf. Banhammer whiffs their finisher though. They got really greedy on that. They'll be able to get a point flip off at the very least for now. If they get on the point instead of, okay.
Yeah, I see the idea.
Well, the Banhammers are engaging, and no one else is currently engaged, so they're going to be trading. Gate finisher.
Oh, he gets the grab out this time, but no execution.
Boombox barely denies that finisher kill. Wow. Ooh, that was good.
Bell with the boombox too.
Good.
Sling the bio doing very healthy as well. And FC with a double kill.
Gate him. There's the boombox finisher. That's some good value on damage.
But the Axel Arc with the grab does get it. That was a nasty combo.
Good follow-up from Nightmare on that. Boombox and Banner low, so they certainly can flip it. Gate finisher catches the sling. It doesn't cash in on it. Van has finishers. Ooh, first execute.
Triggered overtime.
He needs to go for. Let's see. Yep.
Lightning comes into support.
Other Ban. Ooh, Nightmare has the lead on getting Ban finishers up for the next fight.
Oh, Adrian.
So they're certainly going to have executes next.
And FZ comes in to finish the job, perhaps.
Nightmare got a good leg day off as well.
Wow, FZ. It's kind of crazy with that. Elf Nugget goes down, and the timer just keeps on ticking.
And that is it. Ooh, that was rough.
That was unfortunate. There's a 0-2 lead.
Loaf not going in on any ranged or support there besides Boombox certainly hurt him for dealing with that Banhammer.
Also, I feel like their lack of coordination really came to bite them there, because there was a lot of instances where they were just rushing in without a thought to it, and they were dying.
Yeah, especially their Banhammer. They were being way too aggressive.
It looked like we're on a speed round this time, huh? Already in the next round.
More specifically, they weren't being aggressive at the right time. That's something really important with Banhammer, is knowing when to engage.
Yep, definitely. Those timings, you gotta make sure that you're not jumping into certain death.
Especially because, keep in mind, both of you and the enemy will be getting a finisher charge off doing damage, but generating shield for yourself doesn't. So if you engage and you trade, you're going to be at a net loss for finisher, because they're going to be getting more damage than you are. Ooh.
Ult economy is definitely something also worth mentioning, because we've seen a lot of times where our Banhammers this scrim have really just whiffed, to be honest, or got their ultimates canceled because they just used it at low HP.
If it's a Banhammer ditto, keeping track of Banhammer finisher and getting it first is a really big deal, because that usually means you'll be able to win the next exchange just off that. Loaf needs to get it together. They need to be able to play around a support or be able to deal with the Banhammer in some way, because otherwise Diamond is just going to snowball.
Yep, and also I feel like they haven't been keeping FZ in check enough, because of course you've seen he's had some major plays.
He's been doing solid damage as well, yeah.
Especially with the leg day.
Sling especially is really good at punishing any enemy Banhammer.
Yep, definitely. Especially with the
One
M2
heavy
just keeps you in
hurler,
place.
and they're gonna lose track of whatever target they're on.
Oh, here it is. Ah,
And
another
here
Vine
we
Stack
go.
pick from Team Loaf. Hopefully they got a plan this
They're
time.
going.
Because it looks promising.
They're going Vine and sub again.
Oh, but this time Team Nightmare
Nightmare's
opting out
going
the
sub on
Banhammer for
this.
the subspace.
They're certainly going to be playing around that subspace in Hyper a good amount, and they don't have much real pressure on Hyper if the rocket doesn't engage with Banehammer.
Yep. We'll see how they deal with
The
that.
main thing we need to see is how their Banehammer is, how Loaf's Banehammer acts. If they go properly, they can really do damage in this matchup.
See, the Banhammer already jumping in on that Hyper Laser already. Sword is there to answer.
Only problem is, again, they're going to be giving Finisher Charge if they're not getting value, which in this case, they were able to displace Hyper for some time. But unfortunately, that doesn't help much when he's already dead.
Boombox is already on the Vine Staff. Oh, but
Hyper's moving in on point already, same with Sub.
Hyper picking off the enemy subspace. Gonna have to use this time.
Yep, Banehammer's already gained shift. He's poking out of cover when he's not supposed to.
Can't regen shield either, so he's kind of a goner here.
That was not the time to poke out at all.
They're doing a great job at going on the offensive against the subspace. They're just picking him off every time.
They're going on the offense, but they need to be able to cover and engage with that Banehammer. He's acting a bit by himself. They're on the Hyper Laser, yeah, but like the Hyper Laser is just usually barely able to slink out. And the problem is, if he engages the Hyper Laser and they mostly trade, that's a net loss. You do not want to give Hyper Finisher Charge on this map, especially if you have a Banehammer. There's Shuriken Finisher already going off.
Subspace might not be ready for it. Quickly takes him down.
Yep, that's what I warned about. Hyper as Finisher now.
Banhammer just gave the Hyper Laser.
There's Subspace, and there's the confirm.
He's caught. Can't do much.
Hyper is opting to save their finisher shots right now. There's the first one going off, and there goes the ban.
That's a big on Megdoc. The skateboard does come in and try and cancel it though.
It's going on Hyper Laser, but it is not working out right now.
Just in time, and Megdoc is
there's the second. There's the third, and that was a whiff, but that was still really good value from that Hyper Laser.
Yep.
Rocket's trying to keep up with damage, but he's not able to secure too much right now. PHIGHT has moved on to the battlements. If Loaf drops down, they can flip the point right now. But no,
Lotus comes in, but
that was a bit
the only one on point, and she gets jumped.
They're being delayed. Banehammer's going in again. They're not able to flip it still. This is really rough for them at the moment.
Big problem for the enemy team right now. They're gonna have to do something about it, anything about it. They also remember
the problem is that if a Banehammer goes in themselves, they're not getting too much value. Rocket or Skate need to go in with the Banehammer, and they're not communicating that.
Dedicated dives to start doing things.
They need to dive together. That's their main thing. They're taking a lot of solo fights and losing because of that. Like here's a good example. The ban went in. That's not a time you go in. If he went directly on the Hyper, he could have pulled them away and likely pulled them a Nightmare off, but they went to the middle and gone to a team fight.
Look, Sharpell's also doing a great job at just
that was a whiff by FC. They might be able to flip it back in.
Maybe in the big drop.
Yep.
Doesn't save the sword, unfortunately. You get.
Yep, that sword just barely died off.
You got the subspace shield. Guns. Dax Larkin.
There's the Vine Finisher, but they're not going to get too much value from that. There's Skate Finisher. They were able to confirm that on Boombox.
Maybe
so Loaf did get back on the point.
Yellow
Team Blossom is immediately taking out Skate, and it's going to put pressure on Subspace.
Wow.
There goes the sub.
Another Hyper is moving in on Hyper. We'll trigger overtime here.
Overtime.
Line staff gets stuck.
Barely. Oof. Their ban is starting to get good value now, though. Sub's keeping up on the ban right now.
Is this the end? Spade ult does come in. Doesn't hit anyone. The rocket barrage comes in.
That's certainly... It's overtime right now. Ooh, this is close. Bane got vaporized, but Loaf has been able to somewhat hold on, but that is it.
Make a comeback.
Loaf's the main problem is they're not engaging together. We know they have multiple subs, but they need to push together. They're taking isolated fights and losing one by one because of that.
Yeah, as much as I don't want to insult Loaf or anything, I just think it's mostly common player sense that we should try and regroup after dying, so we can hopefully get a retake on the point. But something might be affected.
Yeah.
But I think it's sad to see Loaf go down without much of a fight, to be honest. But they
Loaf's
still do
not
have
in a good
chance
position right now.
in the losers bracket to make it back. See if
Losers bracket, yeah, they do have a chance in recovering from that, and hopefully they have their main players back, but they need to stick together and play around their team synergy. More specifically, they tried leaning in on Banehammer. Banehammer cannot solo engage unless you're getting good value from that. Otherwise, he just feeds finisher. That's a very important thing to keep in mind with him. He's very hard to secure a solo kill with. Unless you're, you know, able to engage with your team, or, you know, they're not that good. But yeah, with that, Nightmare is moving 3-0 into the next match.
One.
Nightmare's certainly going to be something to keep an eye on with how they play melee. They're really aggressive, but some of the other teams are really good at dealing with that, so we'll have to see what happens from there. If I remember correctly, Loaf does have good range players as well.
Do a lot of things like they yelling, they mad when they play. The guy lives on New Jersey. Lives on New Jersey. He flies airplane go to Florida, and he takes búa cái gì hanger. He takes a hammer.
With that, I believe we're done here, right?
The young guy comes inside the house. Huh? Yeah, if somebody's crazy, next time you play game, you have to be careful, okay? Alright? Hai ngàn nó là cậu, cậu biết cái nhà của cái gia đó anh mình là nó hai đây cái né nào này con có đi làm ngoài không vậy? Trời ơi con cầm thơm đưa bút đó trời mưa anh đi cầm thơm xong rồi trời mưa hả? Nó đi về đi ăn được mưa quá nó đi về đi đây có nhiều mưa không? Đi một xíu.
Oof. Well.
Well. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm back. Someone was in my room.
Alright.
Anyways,
So with that, the
game,
stream's over, correct?
Yep, got the stream over. Anyways, you guys want to see the cool end screen? Let me pull it up. I got this.